Hi Facebook, hi YouTube. I'm just reaching out to you guys because one, I'm up at almost 1 o'clock in the morning because I had too much coffee. So I figured I go ahead and share some information. The last time I posted something was back on December 24th. Things have changed since then in a positive way for me anyway. And I just wanted to just give you guys a recap for those who even here to hear. Before I go any further, those who have subscribed to me on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate it. Anybody else who's interested in listening to any of my content, please feel free to go to YouTube in this link and just subscribe. Hit the subscribe button below and you'll get notifications on when I post a video. I am fairly new to this, and there's sometimes I'm making videos off of my phone, so I don't really know the proper angles and things like that. And maybe at some point I'll invest in a real camera and I could do some real videos. Anyway, I'm wide awake, so I figured I'd get some things off my chest today. Not even my chest, but things that I wanted to just share with you guys. Now, those of you that are my friends on Facebook, you know I post a lot of stuff, and I like to try to keep you guys encouraged and laughing because I think it's just very therapeutic, just to even deal with the day. I had a rough day in training at work, and I just wanted to kind of like blow off some steam, take a breath, you know, that kind of thing. Now, I did tell you guys in my last video that I had some news to share. Now, some of you may already know, but I'll go ahead and share for those who do subscribe to my video and may get a notification when I post this. But I have relocated back to Georgia, which I'm very happy about. I had a better opportunity work-wise here, so I took it. So I'm here now and adjusting into my new role. The one thing that I appreciate about the role is that the consistency that I wanted, I'm pretty much forced to do, which is really interesting. My day starts as early as 5 o'clock. Anybody who knows me, I don't like getting up in the morning, neither does my son. But we have a routine that's working for both of us. And even though it's a training schedule right now, it's still not off of my regular schedule. And there's a lot of flexibility for me, which is really, really great. So I'm really excited about all the opportunities this company offers. I'm excited for where God is taking me. So I wanted to share that with you guys. So anybody who's in Georgia, feel free to hit me up. We can link up, you know, kind of catch up or whatever. If I haven't caught up with you yet, I'll get there. Just have a lot of adjusting to do. Now, what prompted me to post this video today, I was having a conversation with my wonderful childhood friend and telling her about my YouTube and what my goal is with my YouTube channel. So, she was just encouraging me to just don't be afraid to be myself, which I think I've been myself on my other posts, but I think I have to get a little bit more comfortable. I'm not a millennial. I'm not even that comfortable showing my face, and I'm not that person who likes to really take pictures and things like that. So it's been a little bit of adjustment for me to post a video. But there's so many things that has come up in my personal life and things that I'm seeing in the news and that I have an opinion about and I want to share and I want people's feedbacks. And I think that a lot of us are dealing with change, and change is hard for everybody. And in order for people to grow and situations to evolve, you have to want to change. And sometimes it's just a matter of some people want to change, but they don't know how, or they don't know what angle to take with that change. So I'm just here using the platform of social media the best way I can to not convince or persuade anyone, but just really to voice my opinion about things, and maybe it'll help somebody. I know that for me, a lot of situations help me see things from a different perspective by just listen to somebody else's perspective. I've become a fan of, I think his name is Michael Todd. He's a pastor. I think I mentioned him in my first video. So yeah, I just wanted to, I apologize guys, I'm just not good at this at all. So I'm just winging it. And trying not to be loud. Not that anybody can really hear me. Everyone is sleeping. But just wanted to, we talked briefly just about, she understands where I am and why I want to get my voice heard. And it's personal on a lot of levels. But the other thing is I think that my personal experience can help somebody. I say that to say this. Never feel apologetic for who you are. Right, wrong, and different. Whether people understand it or not, you got to live in your truth at the end of the day. And anybody who disagrees with you, it's none of your business if they disagree with you. Because at the end of the day, that's their opinion. That's their right to have however they feel about you. There's nothing you can do to change somebody's mind. Because if we spent our life trying to please everybody by molding and accommodating ourselves to what another person feel our life should be, or who they think we should be, we will continuously and forever be unhappy. And you have to not be apologetic for fighting and seeking your own happiness. Okay? Change. One thing about change is that I notice is that because it makes people uncomfortable, because it's so unexpected, in the respect that you don't know what the outcome is going to be, it makes people resistant, and they resist the emotions that come behind change. Change is not always a bad thing. If you look at the growth of a child, they can't stay the embryo forever. They have to grow into a fetus, into an infant, and then they have to be born into life to grow up to be an adult. And they have to go through this process of change in order to mature. You can't tell people how to change. We have children and men and women of this world that are born in different ways, and God designed them that way for that reason. Now, I mentioned change not just on a personal level, but as a community, on a political stance. And a lot of people, I came across the situation in my training, and we had a presenter who was talking about, all the benefits of the company, and being in the South and being pretty much a racist, a slave state. They had to go through some changes. And the one thing that the presenter had said, who was a Caucasian person, they said something that kind of hit some people a little hard, and it had something to do with referencing fried chicken. The funny thing about that whole situation was this person has said so many positive things about what they were doing as a company with the African American community and our youth and our men and our broken children and our community, period. They had expressed all these things, but this one comment about fried chicken turned some people off. I say that to say this. If you're not going to correct a person's behaviors that you don't agree with, or make a suggestion for things to be better, don't complain. The one thing I cannot stand is about people who complain and don't do anything about it. Because if you're going to complain, you're really just wasting air. You're wasting your energy. And voice how you feel. Show your disapproval. Strategize for change. For where that one thing can change for you to be a positive thing in your life. To continuously be combative about something that all it takes is a conversation to change. And people make a conscious choice just to stay in that emotion because they feel just, oh, she said something about fried chicken, so I guess we're going to get some watermelon too. That lady may not even meant it that way. She might not even know she's offended you. People only repeat what they're taught. And they don't know when or if they offend someone. So you have to take the high road sometimes and educate people and teach people how to treat you unapologetically. There's always another way to say things. And that brings me to the situation with Steve Harvey and and Monique. And let me tell you something. I love Monique and I love and respect Steve. That situation is a mess. I can tackle that another day because I had a dialogue with some people under the feed from the interview from that show. And a lot of people had the same mentality, that they felt that Steve was an Uncle Tom and he was, dancing for massa, and they wanted to praise Monique for her stance and being politically correct and how she felt. And Steve's argument wasn't that she was wrong, and she said that everybody said she wasn't wrong, but there's always another way to skin a cat, and there's always another way that you can use to get your point across without being rude and disrespectful. Just because you're a firm woman and you're a strong woman doesn't mean you have to be a disrespectful one and use vulgarity to make your point across, comedically or not. You can't mistake your talent of being a comic and mix it up with righteousness. At the end of the day, you think of your Harriet Tubman, your Martin Luther Kings, Barack Obama. These people got their points across without selling their souls. And you can still be the woman who's advocating for the African American women in your industry without giving them something to talk about. You can use your educated words, your educated wit to secure your bag and get yourself to the next plateau so you can really tell them how you feel, Mo. That's all you really need to do. Steve made a valid point. Do I 100% agree with everything Steve had to say? No. But there is other ways to say that. You can easily say, I don't apologize for what I said, but I do apologize the way I said it and that it offended you. That's the difference. And I really hope Mo not so much apologizes, but finds a way to come to a place with them, which is the people she offended, which was Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels, and someone else. I forget the other person. But apparently, according to Steve Harvey, and he said it in front of Mo on his show, that those folks can suck her private area. You're a woman of a certain age. You're a woman of a certain caliber. That should have never been acceptable. We as African Americans, yes, we do have to approach things differently because we do live in a white world. Unfortunately, it is what it is. However, you do not have to minimize your integrity to get your point across. You can always state your case. You can always prove your point and stay true to your blackness and stay true to yourself without demeaning or disrespecting a fellow black man or black woman. Whether you feel they a house, you know what, or if they are a field, you know what. Because people want to always play that field as far as how our community responds to things. Now, this whole concept of change, if it wasn't working for you and it hasn't provided you with the platform or statue that you were trying to get to, maybe you need to try a different route. And that's the whole concept of what I'm trying to deliver tonight with my view on change. Change is inevitable. We all are going to change, and it's going to be uncomfortable no matter what phase you go through. Even as we get older, our bones crack, our hips hurt, our eyes lose its strength, we lose our teeth, we lose our mind sometimes. Everything changes. Change is inevitable. Why not focus on the things you have control of to change? Is that such a bad idea? You have the opportunity in this day, in this moment, in this time, tomorrow morning when you open your eyes, to make a conscious effort to change your ways. You have control over it now. Take heed to that right now before God starts doing the changes for you and you can't go back and fix them. That's all my time for tonight, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop another video over the weekend. But again, you guys have a wonderful day at work. I got to get this 4 hours in. But I'm glad you guys were here to listen. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I look forward to giving you guys some more content. I'm in a better place and emotionally. And I do have a lot to share that I hope will be a blessing to you guys. And this is healing and therapeutic for me. It's helping me to come out of my shell a little bit. And again, I hope that we can have a dialogue where we can encourage each other to change as an African American community, and not only look at it as just us, but we have to find a way to unite in a way so we are as strong as our counterparts. Not better than, but strong as. And you guys all know how we do each other sometimes. We'll forgive another person before we forgive each other. And that's something we got to change as a people. We got to change, because if we don't, we ain't going to never get nowhere. So, in closing, change is inevitable, guys. The biggest part of the change is, are you going to wait for God to do the changes that's going to come in your life? Or are you going to go ahead and take control of the things that you have the opportunity to control and change now? I'm just saying. Y'all have a wonderful day. It's Friday. Those who are going out to All-Star Weekend, be safe, drive safe. Make sure you watch yourself, protect your surroundings. And ladies, if you're out there with your girlfriends, please don't leave them alone. Do not leave your drinks unattended. And if we came together, we leave together. So you guys stay blessed. Y'all have a wonderful night. Love you.